Sega.
Hello everybody, I am Neo Hyla May, and I know what you're thinking. You're looking at the video title and you're going, Neo, this game's been out for almost 18 months. Why are you even demoing this game? Why haven't you played this already? Truth is, I've been staying away from this game for the longest time now. Same with Unleashed and Colors. But recently, people have been telling me that this game is like the closest thing to the Sonic Adventure series that we've had yet. And for those of you who don't know, I love the Sonic Adventure games. I think that Sonic Adventure 1 all the way through to 06, yes, I'm counting Sonic 06 in this list, were the best Sonic games out there. You know, it showed that Sonic had indeed matured from the classic series. And, you know, after 06 failed, we got stuff like Sonic Unleashed, and then we just took an even more smaller step forward, I suppose, with Sonic Colors. But I already did a video on that, and even though I made that video 3 years ago, whilst I would word it differently, I kind of still stand by what I said in that video. But enough talk, let's just dive right in, because, you know, if there's a chance that I'm not gonna like this game, at least you get to see me suffer. You know, it's all good for you guys. So let's just get this over. Well, let's not say let's get this over with, but you know, let's dive right into Sonic Generations. Green Hill Act 1, Green Hill Act 2. So is this how it's played then? I thought we could only do Act 1 with either Sonic, but hey ho, that can work as well. This is completely blind, by the way. I haven't played this game at all. This is like the first reactions you're seeing. So yeah, I was hoping to play as classic Sonic first anyway, because that would probably be the gameplay style that I would dislike the least out of this game. I've got some pretty high expectations for this. You know, this thing better be good. It better. This thing better remind me of what got me back into Sonic. You know, Adventure 2 is one of my favorite games of the series. But you know, waffling on again. Let's get this over with. No, I'm kidding. Let's have fun with this. No shit, Omo Chow. See, if you're gonna, this is gonna be a really stupid gripe, but if you're gonna bring back the classic Sonic, have him do the Genesis whoop and not the Sonic CD Knuckles Chaotix whoop. But whatever. I like the touch of the rotating flowers. That's an.
I'll tell you anything you want to know. Yeah, if you ever need some help. Here's a tip to get you started. Press the A button to spin jump up to higher ground.
You mean jump? Yeah, just go away, Omo Chow. No one liked you in Adventure 2. Okay, this is gonna be a bit of a minor gripe, but Sonic is pretty damn small. So wait, is this just oh shit! Get up! Is this just a complete remake of Green Hill 1? Ooh, bit of frame rate drop there. But yeah, this level is like really. It's not the fact that it's big, but it's been upscaled to a large amount. Oh wait, no. Come on, Chomper. Okay, now it's not such a remake. Okay, you're trying to tug at our nostalgia. You're not just rehashing the level completely. Okay. But yeah, look at this. I'm pretty sure that in Sonic 1 this ramp was like 9 times smaller. I mean, just because you have to have a bigger level doesn't mean you have to make everything smaller. Oh my god. That's one thing that the crab meat could do. Can I not get up there? Jump! Okay. Not touching the controls. Well done, Sonic. Oh, come on! You couldn't do that. You could only just do that in Sonic 1. What was it talking about again? Yeah, the levels, I mean, you can't just make the level, upscale the levels just to make the levels bigger. And I know that I'm a huge fan of Adventure 2, but you don't have to make the levels this linear so far. I mean, like I said, this is...
When you take damage, you'll drop all the rings you've collected. If you take damage when you have no rings left, you'll lose a life, so be careful.
No shit. Okay, it does look like there was a branching path that I missed there.
Press the X button here to use the spin dash to break through the rocks and continue on.
Or I could just do what I used to do all the time, and that would be down jump. Oh, shit, didn't want to do that. And how come Sonic doesn't jump back? And how come you can just walk up to springs? That's just... I don't care, Romo Chow! Can I not jump across there? I'll be honest, it plays like a classic Sonic game, but is it that necessary? No, okay, maybe not necessary, but like, do we need to play as a classic Sonic? I mean, I know, it's made for Sonic's 20th anniversary, but, you know, I hate to go back to this game again, but Adventure 2, that was made for Sonic's 10th, and what we got was just a reimagining of, well, it was a complete 3D remake of Green Hill Zone. It wasn't just like a complete shot, like... Okay, this is kind of more of a slight step up from that, but, you know, it's not a complete remake of it, it's a reimagining of it, but... I don't know, this... They tried to make Green Hill Zone into the adventure style. I mean, maybe it's just the fact that I'm... You know, I like the adventure series too much. That might be my problem here. You know, I'm trying to play a classic Sonic game like an adventure title, and again, one of the problems with having, like, these loops are way too big. Like, the level itself is just too, like, upscaled, too big. But I don't know, that's... Perfect bonus. I didn't even get an A on that. How the hell did I even do that? But yeah, I can say I had fun with that. It was, you know, played like a classic Sonic game. It played more like a Sonic 1, or it played like Sonic 1, sort of more or less, which I'm gonna save that until the end of the video. I'm not even going to talk about that. Yeah, we know it's already out, guys. So, oh boy. This is probably be the one where I'm going to rage the most because, as I said before, I'm a huge fan of the adventure series. Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Colors, they don't interest me at all. And truth be told, looking at the screenshots from Steam, because, you know, I'm playing this on the PC, looking at the screenshots that Steam have, it does not look promising. So, oh god. Screw it. Let's do it. This strange. Okay, we have to hold forward. It's not like Sonic and the Secret Rings. Okay. That mean we can walk backwards? We can walk backwards. And I like the... Whoa, okay. Okay, we've got a bit more control. Okay. Because I thought it would be like Sonic and the Secret Rings, where you can only move forward and you have to like stop to move backwards. But what else was I going to say? The music. I like the music in it. The sort of reimagining of the music in this. I don't want to call it modern Sonic. It isn't modern Sonic for me. It's more like post-adventure. Okay. Okay. Momo-Chow's actually being helpful for once. So this is like your okay, this is your boost button. I'm learning, you know, I haven't played this game before. Okay, switching rails.
Once the boost gauge on the lower left is empty, you can no longer use boost. Defeat enemies or collect rings to refill the boost gauge.
Okay. Oh yeah, rail switching. Thank you for fixing that, Sega. Oh, the number of times. Yeah, shut up, game. The number of times, what was I saying? The number of times that I died in Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic Heroes because I couldn't switch rails was annoying. But this whole on-rails thing, I'm not a fan of it. And this was the bit I was dreading the most. See? Okay, question, right? Question, guys, and feel free to not answer this. Why the hell is modern Sonic in a 2D environment? Surely classic Sonic has actually got that covered. That's one of the main complaints I have with post-adventure Sonic. You know, why? Why is this? Oh, okay. Why even have this? And I'm just holding right here. Come on, this is not fun. Am I even doing anything? What was I actually supposed to be doing? Oh, you don't have to jump. Okay. Whoa, okay. I'm boosting. I'm getting out of here. Yeah, but why is this in 2D? Come on, you know. Oop. Whoa, okay, that's a pit of death. again, yeah, it controls like a classic Sonic game, but, you know, this is supposed to be a modern Sonic game, and, you know, I can't say I'm not enjoying it, because, you know, I'm kind of am, but, yeah, it just doesn't feel the same to me. I don't know. Something about this just doesn't seem right. Oh, get up there, Sonic. Something about this just doesn't seem right. I mean, to think that Sonic has devolved from something as complex as even Sonic 3. I mean, you have... Come on, guys. Come on, Sonic. Get up there. I don't know what the hell that was all about. Wow! Yeah, something that's even as complex as Sonic 3. I mean, it hit... Okay, I'm saving that till the end of the video. I don't know how many times I've said that. Okay, what I'm gonna... no. I was thinking of something else then. Can I not do the light dash? Let's just hold down boost. Okay, I like the audio effect, I'm not gonna lie. That's... Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I don't like this. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like that. I'm not gonna lie. That's... Rank B, yeah, that's good. How is that even a perfect? Are you just saying it's perfect because it's a demo? Oh. Well, that was modern Sonic, and okay, I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna collect my thoughts and I'm gonna give you my opinion of the game. So I'll see you in just a second. Okay, so I've been going through the footage that I've recorded, and for this video I'll be looking at each style individually. So I'll be reviewing classic Sonic's gameplay followed by modern Sonic. And yes, I'm aware this is the demo and thus isn't reflective over the finished product, but the whole point of a demo is to make you want more of what you've been given, so I can only speak on what I've experienced. So, classic Sonic. I will admit I enjoyed it a little, but overall it performs similar to an old school 2D Sonic game. Sort of like Sonic 1 but with a spin dash. Does it play exactly like a 2D Sonic game? Not particularly, no. See, when I think of a classic Sonic game, I don't just focus all of my attention on Sonic 1. I would say that Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 and Knuckles were better than Sonic 1. And I'm not saying that because Tails was playable in those two games and he's my favourite character in the series, no. They took what was in the previous game and made it feel fresh and new by adding something that worked. Not something gimmicky like a werehog or wisps or whatever was in those two games, but characters that had their own unique paths to a level. The idea of having Knuckles as a rival. I know that we've just sat through the first zone in Sonic Generation, so things naturally have to be simpler for it being so early in the game, but this wasn't the case in Angel Island Zone, and that was the first zone in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Now, it does look like this level had branching paths, so I'm going to commend it somewhat for at least having that. There are two main flaws that I found with classic Sonic's levels though. One that really impacts the gameplay, and one that doesn't really affect the game but just baffles me. First thing, I had very little momentum. The best way I can showcase this is when I was approaching loops. unless I spin dashed through them, I wouldn't gain enough speed to go through them. And this happened more than once, and the issue with the loops kind of blends into my second problem, and I did mention this during the gameplay. It's not so much that the level itself was too big, it was that everything that made up the level was too big. Take for instance the ramp at the beginning, just after the bridge. In Sonic 1 that would have been about the same height as Sonic. Here it's easily 5 times its height, and I know I'm playing on a bigger screen size here than what I would be playing on the Mega Drive, but if the camera was more zoomed in, this issue needn't be made at all. So in conclusion, I liked classic Sonic's gameplay. My biggest complaint is that it feels like a new Sonic 1, when personally I would rather have something like Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Now on to modern Sonic. Oh boy, where do I start? Now to say I didn't enjoy it would be a bit of a lie. There were some things that I liked about it, but overall it just didn't feel like a modern Sonic game to me at all. Let's start off with the positives. The music for the modern stages being a different arrangement to that of the classic stages is a nice touch. Modern Sonic's version of Green Hill Zone was all hard rock, whereas Classics was, I don't know, a modernisation of the original tune. So I do have to give credit to the composers on that front. Another nice attention to detail is when boosting, and we'll get to that in a moment, the song's EQ changes the more you boost, so it actually feels like you're going faster. The average person probably wouldn't notice that, but, you know, I'm studying in that field of knowledge, so it's sort of second nature to me. Second, freedom of movement. I was so worried that this was going to be something like Sonic and the Secret Rings, where all he could do was move forward and shift left and right. But I was pleasantly surprised that this was not entirely the case. In fact, it kind of behaves a little bit like the Mark stages from Sonic 06, where you could move in any direction. Only in this case you could actually control Sonic much easier, and you didn't shoot off the road from tapping a direction, and you could, shock of horrors, slow the hell down. Third thing, grinding is so much better here than in the adventure titles, and that makes me so happy. I can't even count the number of times I died in the adventure titles because I jumped off a rail instead of switching to another, and vice versa. It's possible this was actually fixed in Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Colors, but I still don't want to play those. Unfortunately, that's pretty much where the positives end. Now, I have one huge complaint with this game, and it's one of the reasons why I've lost interest in Sonic games post 06. Why the hell does modern Sonic have these goddamn 2D sections? What is the point of them being there at all? And it's not like the fact that they are there as such, it's the fact that the modern stages have them. Now, as I said, I liked the classic stage in this demo, more than I would like to admit. But, I don't know if you noticed this, but classic Sonic has that notion of 2D gameplay well and truly covered. This means that for a game that is supposed to be 50% classic, 50% modern, it's more than 50% 2D. Bit of a bias there, wouldn't you think? Now, I will give it some credit. The transitions between the 3D and 2D sections are nice and smooth. It's not like, and now for something completely different. But really, the fact that there are 2D sections in the 3D stages really bug the hell out of me. Another issue I have is the boost function. What purpose does it serve? I know, you don't have to use it all the time, and I have heard that the game does indeed punish you for abusing the boost. But here I had no choice but to hold down boost on at least one occasion. I'm no games designer, but to me that's just lazy. Back in the Adventure series, and even in the original trilogy, you didn't have to worry about running into enemies at such high speeds. So here the game is made much harder for those who are more familiar with the adventure games, such as myself. But by adding the boost, you're overcompensating for the increase in difficulty, turning a game that was too hard way too easy. And something I briefly mentioned near the end of the stage, and even when I was discussing classic Sonic, was the idea of Sonic devolving. As an overall comment about the game itself, and kind of delving into a bit of a rant here, disregarding the fact that there is a modern and classic style of gameplay in Sonic Generations, Sonic is the only playable character in this game. Why is this? More importantly, why has this been the case for the past 6, 7 years? Why can't, I don't know, some of Sonic's friends bring something new to the metaphorical table? Oh yeah, that's right, we would have too many characters and therefore the game will be ruined. Of course, I forgot about that. Let me just go open my copy of Sonic 3 Knuckles, and do you see where I'm going with this? This wouldn't be such a problem if Sonic had always been the only playable character throughout the original trilogy, but that isn't the case. Sonic 1 was the only game to do that. Just because I want to play someone other than Sonic doesn't mean I want to go, pardon the pun here, whole hog in the other direction. But I already did a video about that back when Project Needle Mouse Episode 1 was announced, so I'm just going to conclude my thoughts and let you guys get back to doing whatever you were doing before you were watching this. Overall, I'm a little disappointed with Sonic Generations. I hate the fact that I like the classic stage in this demo more than the modern one, but that's only because the modern stage was such a letdown. I was having fun right up until the first boost section, and that was less than 2 minutes in. I was expecting the modern stages to be so much more, and the classic stage to be just, I don't know, a fun little extra. In conclusion, if you prefer the adventure saga of Sonic over what Sega have been churning out recently, then this game probably isn't for you. If, however, you're still upset over Sonic 06, then no doubt you've already completed this game 50,000 times over and you're flooding the comment section as I speak, telling me how I'm super wrong and that this is the future of Sonic. Just kidding, I love you all. Take care, guys.